Hey, I'm Breanna Yde. I'm Klarke Pipkin.
I'm AJ Rivera.
Hey, I'm Casey Simpson, and you're watching Celeb Secrets TV.
My character is basically like the shy girl who's like really into like school, and she's like the brains of the group. And she's kind of shy at first, and she's not really sure like what to do when she's in the library. And like as time goes on, she kind of like gains her courage, and she starts like, you know, really like becoming herself. And at the end of the movie, she's like a super like strong, like independent child.
My character, her name is Sierra. She's 12 years old, and she's kind of the nerdy, geeky girl of the group. She's so smart, so intelligent, and you'll see in the movie she just spits out random facts because she just knows so much and she gathers it all in her mind. But she's so sweet and so nice.
This movie is really cool. Brings to life a lot of cool elements like horror, fantasy, really cool stuff like that. Everything is awesome, and there's no bad parts of the movie. I hope, I haven't seen it yet, but I know there isn't because there was a lot of laughs. And Peckelman, weird kid. He falls a lot, gets into a lot of trouble, is bullied, which is horrible, but he gets through it, so it's cool.
Okay, the funniest moment I probably had on set would be probably when we had all the cast together and we just tried to do impressions of each other, and it ended up being so crazy, especially when the next day on set, AJ, he plays Peckelman on the show, he just came in this giant sumo suit and hoverboard, and then everyone in the hair and makeup trailer just started dancing to like all these songs, and it was crazy.
There were a lot of funny moments on set. I'd say like the funniest moment, I don't know, like every day there was just always something funny happening, but like Klarke and I used to like sleep in the car. Like every morning we would like go to sleep in the back, especially when we had like really early call times. I just found that so funny. Just like people would take photos of us.
On set, it was a joke. It was so fun. Literally, the kids, cast, the crew, everything was so fun, especially being on set, doing different stuff for the set. It was just so much fun.
We have a ton of funny moments. I can't even pick one. Like, it's like pulling a name out of a jar, like Hunger Games style. Yeah, there were a lot of funny moments. The cast is amazing. I ended up calling them family during the end. We are really strongly bonded, and it's really cool to see them again.
Okay, my favorite genre, that's tough, would probably be the fantasy section. Yeah, definitely the fantasy section, just because of it's like limitless, the possibilities there, because it's literally fantasy. Fantasy is the genre where anything can happen. And so it was crazy to just see like all the characters from the fantasy section interact. And we got to do this really cool jump in the movie, and we got to do it all ourselves. And of course we had a pad. We got to do this really long run, like we were being chased by the Wicked Witch. And then we just got to do this big jump onto the pads, and we got to do our own stunts. So it was pretty fun.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really liked all the genres that we went into, because like each one was super different, and like we had like fiction, horror, like all sorts of different stuff. But I think I really enjoyed fiction, because that was just like really cool getting to see like Humpty Dumpty and all of that.
Fantasy, for sure. Fantasy, everything about fantasy was so beautiful. We got to go on a set with these tall trees and this forest. Canada's gorgeous, and so that was definitely the most fun because it was so beautiful.
Ooh, I really liked the fantasy section, but then again, I also really loved horror. Yeah, they were both really cool because fantasy brings a lot of cool different characters, but then so does horror. Horror has Dracula, Frankenstein, the witch, everything crazy and scary, and that brought a lot of screams.
Escape from Mr. LEMONCELLO'S library. Okay, I know you were expecting that answer. Probably either the Percy Jackson, Heroes of Olympus, or Harry Potter series.
I really like The Hobbit. I feel like it's like a super nerdy book, but like I really enjoyed it because like I've never seen any of the movies, but like I really enjoyed the book. So I'm kind of waiting to watch the movies because I really like the book. So it's like, I don't know, should I watch it yet? So I'm kind of giving myself time to embrace the book.
I think The Raft, I don't know, a lot of people don't know what it is, but it's called The Raft, and it's really interesting. You should definitely read it.
Escape from Mr. LEMONCELLO'S library. Yeah.
Basically, when we were doing those impressions that I mentioned earlier, AJ, Ty, and me, we got into like this big like sketch. It was for a video we were filming, and we basically just started doing this like kind of pretend fight scene, and it got so loud that production had to like come up and tell us not to do that. And I know that doesn't sound very exciting, but it was kind of embarrassing because we were just doing this silly sketch and they was like, what are you doing? And we got in some trouble.
We got to shoot in this haunted mental asylum, and it was just like super creepy, and like it's actually haunted. And so it's like basically we're running throughout the tunnel, and this tunnel actually, they used to like transport like mental like patients like through these tunnels to like get to different parts of the asylum. So it was like really creepy. So that was definitely like a cool secret most people don't know.
The statues of Mr. Limoncello aren't real. So when you watch it, it's styrofoam.
I think the juiciest secret there is. Half the time, my dad was acting like more of a kid than me, and I had to run around set chasing him.